Hey there, are you a realtor who really wants to level up and learn all kinds of great stuff? Well, I've got a solution for you that you may or may not like, but you can do it casually. How about that? I'm Kathy Burns and I'm here with Real Estate Riches, and I've got an idea for you. So if you like stuff like what I'm about to say, which I encourage you to stay tuned to, subscribe below, ask questions, share with your friends, because there's lots of riches here. So I do these videos that you see, like this one right here, and I also do podcast interviews. And those interviews are with agents that have been successful all over the country, all different companies, and it's a whole different world in Brooklyn and like Manhattan, that whole area up there. They do business very, very different. It's like, and yet they do business the same. In other words, just their properties are different and how they have to handle things, but their concept of how they do it. Like Malcolm, his background is fine arts and he's got a great eye, so his marketing is exceptional. So that was one of the things that really made him stand out. I have interviewed people who talk about how they do events, how they do their CRMs, how they just do all different kinds of things, because there's no one way to do real estate. And I think that's the important thing that I want you to know here. However, you gotta plug in. If you wanna level up your business, every day needs to be a day where you're learning something. Now, the beauty of these YouTubes, the podcasts, you can listen to them in your car, while you're working out, while you're cleaning the house, all kinds of things. You can either watch them live on YouTube or you can listen to them, like I said, the podcast, whatever. My podcasts are also on a radio channel that is full of all kinds of growth where you can learn to do your business as well. I forget the name of it. I don't want to tell you anyway, because the reason, that's a nugget I'm going to say. If you say that I'm interested in joining EXP and I want to come over there and get all the goodies that you've got, the radio channel is one thing that we've got. And boy, is it good, because I interview some great agents, but man, other great agents are interviewing even greater agents. And this runs 24/7. They've got a really cool thing where they're teaching you about personal development on one day of the week, attitude, things like that. And so they just bring in so much. My point being, whether you decide EXP or whatever, that's a whole different subject. The point is, always, always, always be trying to level up and find fun with it. Figure out how you can do it where you incorporate it into your life that you enjoy. And hopefully you enjoy learning, because if you want to actually grow your business, you need to. Now, I was at my BNI today, and BNI is Business Network International, and I gave my little 45-second pitch. And I talked about how the firms that I started out with, Global Banker, Remax, I was at a little one called Cell State for a little bit. Then I went to Keller Williams, and all of those were franchises. All of those offered me no end game, no retirement plan. It was all totally up to me to go hustle like crazy, then invest in whatever, and hopefully that I could make it. Well, the difference over here at EXP is there's stock, there's ownership, there's rev share. There's different ways that you can actually have an end game that you wouldn't have someplace else. So that's what I want you to think about, why the importance of education is so critical. If you're choosing to stay at a franchise or a boutique, that's on you. That's cool. I have no complaints about that. I'm just saying it's a longer road, and you better be on purpose about your financial planning of how you're going to have your end game. Because so many agents do not plan that. So many are in trouble with their taxes at the end of the year. I was one of them. I admit it freely. I don't like to admit it, but when I started, I was dead broke. All I could do was survive. Probably the first 3 years, it was survival mode. Then catching up for all the penalties of not doing my taxes the way I should have. Probably took another 3 years to get out from under. So 6 years into the game, and then you're basically starting. So imagine, especially if you started at nearly 56 years old, that is a challenge. So education, I'm all back to the education, people. You've gotta find how you can learn and level up specific things. So all these different recordings that I have done on just regular 5 to 15 minute videos that I do, like you're listening to right now. There's tips in there, there's gold in there, and they're little quickies. And then with the podcasts, now the podcasts are longer, 15, 20 minutes maybe, and some of them 30 minutes. But there's such good information from these other agents. I think I've recorded 23 or so by now as of this date, which is June 26th. And they come out once a week. Man, I learn by interviewing them. They teach me. Today's banter back and forth with Malcolm was so much fun. We get it. You know, he's a tech guy. I love the tech. That's another subject. Learn tech. Get ChatGPT 4.0. And this is June 26th. I don't know where tech will be June 27, 2027. Who knows where tech will be then? Because it's going at such a rapid pace. I heard a woman say, where was I last? I was out to dinner last night, and she goes, "No, there's no way I'm going to even participate in ChatGPT." And I thought, how foolish are you? You will be buried. You will be out of this business because you're choosing not to incorporate it. First of all, it helps you do your business. It makes you think how to be sharper. You can ask it to give you ideas. It'll banter back and forth with you. It will create stuff. It'll create your marketing plan. It'll create your schedule just for your week. You could say, I've got all these appointments and here's the different times. Or you can just scan in your calendar and say, hey, could you help me be more efficient with my time? You know, where I need to get personal time in here. See what I'm saying? Education is the key to everything, and you got to have fun with it. And you can. If you got kids, you're modeling this to your kids. Even as an adult, I'm modeling it to my kids who are full-grown adults because they see the discipline that I have to be making my life over starting at 56, dead broke, and how I've had the tenacity and the excitement and what I'm doing with my life. My life has transformed. Now, for me, it transformed when I really moved over to EXP. That's 7 years ago, because it gave me an end game. It gave me ownership in the company. It gave me stock. It gave me the opportunity when I invited people over to EXP to get revenue share. It also, this last month, I went to Portugal. I flew over to Portugal for the international convention, which is their first international convention, because I was hoping to introduce a woman that had a business over there to the company, see what the whole thing was about, really feel it, be intertwined in it. She liked it. She may or may not come over to the company. I don't know yet, but it was worth it, because what I learned while I was over there was I made global connections. There were 18 countries represented, and I probably made connections with 7 of those different countries that are now able to allow me to market global properties to get outgoing referrals. I don't know about you, but I sure like an outgoing referral. And these are not just anybody that I'm talking to. All those agents in particular, because this is my focus, were luxury agents. So I am now marketing at least once a week one of their properties, and they give me the material to do it. It doesn't have their name in it. It's got my name in it. And I am saying, if you want to live in Portugal, you want to live outside Lisbon or the Algarve or France or England or Dubai or Mexico, get an incredible condo in Puerto Vallarta. I have all those contacts. You're thinking in your little neighborhood. I'm thinking global. And that's my point. I'm probably older than the majority that are watching this. I'll be 74 next month. And I'm on fire with what I can do. And it's because of education. It's because of the tech. And man, I just encourage you to embrace it, because it's not changing. So you might as well embrace it. Or maybe it's time for you to leave the industry. Many, many, many are. This whole NAR thing, you need to have tech to guide you through the process. You can input all the information that they just announced on NAR, put it into ChatGPT, and say, give me the bullet points of what I need to be doing in my business right now so that I am prepared. That's the kind of stuff you can do. It's amazing. You want data on how to analyze a neighborhood? You can go get some of that stuff off the MLS, or Keeping Current Matters. You just import it into that. You just copy and paste it in, or upload it in to ChatGPT. Say, analyze this out, so that you can make content for your social media, that you can make videos that you can do on your YouTube. And that's another thing, being present, being seen. Anyway, YouTube is incredible because it's evergreen. So all these things require education. They require some help. I have help. I have 2 different sources that help me with my videos. I have 2 different channels, and I have a podcast. I'm a little possessed. You don't have to be like me. You can do you. And that's the point. I have so many tools for you to be able to go to. You have tools that you could also reach out to. Feel free to reach out with mine. If you want to talk business and you got hustle and you want to learn more, that's the kind of person I'm looking to partner up with. Go to the link below. Let's book a business strategy call. Let's talk about it. Let's see if what I have to offer might be for you, because I have more than what's in these little videos. And if you could say, no, I don't care. Honest to God, you do you, I'll do me, but I am looking for those hustlers that really want to run with me, because we can win. We can win global, and we can do it together. So anyway, if you like this, please subscribe below. Please share this with your fellow realtors who are struggling and need some insight. Maybe they'll want to join me. I don't know. Let's just give it a shot. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks, everybody.